If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
So now we are going to start. So I'm moving the slide. Now this is about the trainer introduction. I'm the trainer. My name is Lavanya. I have about 15 years of experience on SAP. And this is including both the R3 as well as SAP B1. Okay. So I will be training you on with respect to implementation project as well as a support project. Okay. So this course is not only for a consultant. Of course, I will be mainly covering what all consultant does in real time. So what an end user does in real time, that also I'm going to cover. Okay, so with this course, you can definitely become a consultant, SAP FICO consultant. Okay, if not a consultant, till the time you are getting a job in as a consultant. Okay, if at all you would want to try as an end user, so that way also you can go. Okay, so this is mainly for a consultant. Okay, fine. So now, yeah, training introduction is already done. Now, prerequisites. So in order to take up this course, what is a prerequisite? Actually, let me tell you, in order to learn SAP FICO, one has to have basic knowledge on the fundamentals of financial accounting. Okay, what is a debit, what is a credit, all this. Okay, but we will be having so many participants from the technical background. Okay, so from BTech, MTech. So they do not know what exactly these are. Okay, what a debit, what a credit, what an accounting interest, they do not understand. Okay, so if you know, that is well and good. Even if you're not aware, no need to worry. We are definitely there even to cover this. Okay, before we start off with the configuration settings and all, we are covering the fundamentals of financial accounting. So if you talk about the prerequisites, it is absolutely nothing. Okay, you even like if you're not aware of the financial accounting, no need to worry at all. We are very much there to cover those as well. Okay, so prerequisite is nothing, just the basic background in information, how to operate a computer. Okay, that's it. That is the prerequisite. And we have one more, Srinivas. Hi, Srinivas. Can you hear me? Srinivas, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Srinivas, can you please give a brief introduction about yourself? Like about your location, your qualification, and also what exactly you're looking for in this course.
See, I am from Hyderabad.
Okay.
And I am working as a PMO coordinator.
Okay.
I'm working with I'm presently in our organization. They are using SAP HANA, S4 HANA.
Okay, fine.
But I have not much idea about on it. But just we are doing the work, but I do not have much knowledge of it.
Okay. So you want to learn SAP HANA, right? Yes. Let me tell you all, this course is not about HANA, but SAP R3. So even if you would want to learn HANA in future, one has to have knowledge on SAP R3, on ECC as well. Because in HANA course, if you see, they will be telling you only the delta. What exactly are the differences? Okay. So for that, one should know ECC. So this is the prerequisite in order to learn HANA. So are you aware of ECC, Srinivas?
Yeah, yes. I think it is a before version.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So this course is about ECC, not HANA.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Srinivas. Kindly mute yourself. If you have any question, you can unmute and ask me.
Okay, no.
Fine. So prerequisite, as I said, it is absolutely nothing, even if you're not aware of the basics of financial accounting. So we will be covering those as well before we start off with the configuration settings. Now, Agenda. So this is our agenda for the demo. We will be discussing the goals and objectives, introduction to ERP, and what modules we are covering as a part of this training, and what kind of certification help we are giving, and some generic information about the blog access. Okay, so fine. I'm going to slide number 6. So what are the course objectives? Okay, so we will be covering all the basic concepts and fundamentals of finance and controlling modules. Okay, as a part of finance, we will be having general ledger account, payables, receivables, bank accounting, asset accounting, integration of FI with and SD. As a part of controlling, we will be having cost elements, cost centers, internal orders, PCA, COPA, product costing, and period and activities. Okay, fine. And we will also be learning how FICO module is working in R3 with respect to implementation project. Okay, so in implementation, what all documentation FICO person will have to do. Okay, like suppose, FS documentation, functional specifications, HLD documentation, test scripts, all these we will be covering. Okay. And some real-time training is also provided on a very important topic. So if you see APP topic and EBS topic, okay, APP means automatic payment program, and EBS is electronic bank statement. So on very important topics, okay, like product costing as well. So on these topics, we will be giving you some real-time scenarios as well, okay. Now coming to next slide. Who should take up this course? Any consultant who is working as a tester, SAP FICO tester. Tester means, see, in very big companies, they will be hiring consultants only for testing purpose. Okay, so testing, they will be having a separate team. Okay, so even if you would want to do testing, if you know the end-to-end scenario, suppose I'm doing testing for some APP scenario. If I know the end-to-end scenario of APP, I will be able to do the testing easily, and I will be able to understand what I'm doing. Okay, so that is the reason why if testers are taking up this course, then they will be able to do their testing. Okay, and they will also be able to understand as well. Okay, and not only SAP FICO testers, even the consultants who are working on other modules like MM, material management, SD, means sales and distribution, PS, project systems. Not only these HRMS, PM, QM, FSCM, whatever. Okay, so all the other module consultants can also take up this course, because FICO is integrated with other modules as well. Okay, so our FICO module is integrated, linked with other modules as well. So that is the reason why they can also take up this course. Not only they, even the ABAP developers. ABAP means what? In SAP projects, the technical consultants who do programming, coding, they are called ABAP developers. Okay, ABAP means technical part of SAP. So if ABAPers are learning FICO, they can become techno-functional consultants. Techno-functional consultants are they are paid much more than the technical consultants. Okay, so even FICO consultants can learn technical, and they can become a techno-functional consultant. So as a part of this course, okay, not only FICO, ABAP related videos also I will be giving to you. Okay, ABAP I don't tell in the session, but some pre-recorded videos are there, the entire ABAP from the beginning till the end. So you can go through if at all you're interested, but that is not mandatory again. Okay, if at all you would want to become techno-functional consultant in future, you can go through all those ABAP related. So those are about like 30 to 40 number of hours recordings I have. So that will be given as an extra. Okay, fine. For that, no extra charges will be there. Okay, that is included as a part of this course. Now, SAP R3 end users and SAP B1 end users. What is the difference between R3 and B1? The difference is R3 is meant for large scale industries because large scale industries can afford the cost. Okay, R3 is like very costly when compared to B1. B1 is for very small scale industries. Small scale industries will be going for B1 application, whereas large scale industries will be going for R3 application. And this is what we will be discussing as a part of this course. R3, which is meant for large scale industries. Okay, fine. Now, SAP BI and reporting professional. So BI is also part of R3 only. So persons who are working as a part of BI, they do all the reporting. Okay, can also take up this course. Not only these, the project managers and whosoever has worked on financial accounting as an accountant and who want to make a career in SAP FICO. Not only SAP FICO, even if you would want to make a career in HANA, this course is very useful. Kindly remember, this course is not about HANA, but even if you want to make a career in HANA, ECC is very useful. Okay, so our course is about ECC, SAP FICO R3. Okay, fine. Now, let me tell you one more thing. So we are taking up demo today, and one more intro session will also be there. That is also a free session. So you can attend the intro session as well. Okay. Now, about our SAP FICO training. Now, as I told you, this course covers both FI as well as CO. FI means financial accounting, CO means controlling. Financial accounting means what? Financial accounting means whatever transactions are happening, those we are recording. Okay, so all the financial transactions means what? Whatever transaction which is involving the cash, bank, the bank balance or cash. Not only these, some transactions, okay, that we are making in real time might not involve cash. Example, suppose I'm buying material from my vendor. I did not make the payment today. Today I bought the material, but I did not make the payment today. I told the vendor that I will be making in 10 days of time. According to the payment terms agreement that I have with him, I told the vendor that I will be making the payment in 10 days of time. So today one transaction has happened. What is that? I bought the raw material. But how about the payment? Payment did not happen. So this is on credit basis, the accrual basis. Okay. So whether it is cash basis or accrual basis, whichever type of transaction it is, we are entering in financial accounting FI module. Okay, so all the financial transactions, financial means both cash as well as accrual basis transactions, will be entered in FI. And please remember this, whatever reports that we draw from FI, what reports we draw? We draw the financial statements. What are the financial statements? The profit and loss account, the balance sheet, the cash flow statements, and the manufacturing account. If it is a trader, suppose if he is a manufacturer, then the manufacturer will be drawing a manufacturing statement. Otherwise, if he is a trader, he will be drawing a trading account. Okay, so whatever type of business it is, based on that only the reports will be drawn. And once these financial statements are drawn, these will be shared with the outsiders. Outsiders means who? It could be the banks. Why we will have to share our reports with our banks? Because suppose we are taking a loan from the bank. Whenever we are taking the loan from the bank, we will have to show the financial position of our company to them, right? Okay, so we will be showing to the bank. And how about the tax authorities? because we are making the tax payment to them. That is the reason why we will have to show our financial statements to tax authorities and also the stockholders. Because they are investing in our company, we will have to share all the financial statements to our stockholders as well. So that is the reason why, because we are sharing the reports, the financial statements that we draw from FI module to the outsiders. That is the reason why it is called external reporting. Okay, the FI module is also called external reporting. Why it is called external? That is what we discussed just now. Because we are sharing the financial statements that we are drawing from financial accounting with the outsiders like banks, tax authorities, and stockholders. That is the reason why we call it external reporting. FI is called external reporting. Now, how about CO? CO means controlling. Controlling means what? The name itself is saying we are controlling something. What is that we are controlling? See, any company would want to increase their revenues. Any company would want to increase their revenues. How can they increase their revenues? By mitigating their cost, by reducing their cost. Okay, so I would want to control my cost. Why? So as to increase my revenues. So with the help of controlling module, we are controlling our cost. Okay, why do we have to control the cost? The same reason. I would want to increase my revenues. Okay, so that is the reason why we will have to control our cost. Now, please remember, FI is a module which has to be implemented mandatorily. Okay, so this is a mandatory module without which there will not be any SAP project at all. Okay, if I do not implement FI module, there will not be any SAP project at all. Without other modules, like, let me tell you, MM module. MM is also one module, material management. There are some projects wherein MM module is not there. There are some projects wherein HARMS module is not there. There are some projects wherein SD module, PS, PM, QM, so many other modules. But there is no SAP project without FI module. Okay, now FI is a mandatory module to be implemented. Now, whereas controlling module, it is not mandatory again. Okay, but remember, almost every company would want to increase their revenues by mitigating their cost, right? Okay, that is the reason why, though controlling is not a mandatory module, almost 99% of the companies will implement controlling because they want to increase their cost. They want to increase their revenues. Thereby, how they would want to increase their revenues? By mitigating their cost. So that cost mitigating can be done from controlling module. Okay, so FI means financial accounting, CO means controlling. Now, from controlling also, we will be drawing the reports. Okay, how we have controlled the cost, how much is the increase in the revenue. All these reports we are drawing from controlling module. But these reports, unlike FI, we won't be sharing with the outsiders because outsiders are not interested. How did I mitigate my cost? How did I increase my revenue? Outsiders are not interested. Banks, tax authorities, stockholders are not interested. Okay, then who is interested? Only the internal management. Okay, management is internal to the company, right? So only the management is interested to know how we have, how the company has controlled the cost, how the company has increased the revenue. That is the reason why controlling is called internal reporting or management reporting. FI, external reporting. CO, management reporting or internal reporting. So kindly remember these two names. You will have to remember these two names because when you go for certification online, okay, so in the hub, in the SAP Hub link, they will not be mentioning controlling. They will be mentioning management reporting. I will be telling you how it is. Okay, let me just open it and show. Kindly wait, I'm opening it for you. So when you would want to do certification tomorrow, this is how it is. Okay, so this is the link, everyone. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to come down, save you SAP certification, online certification. Okay, about the certification. So if you come down, let me show you where it is. Yeah, financial accounting. Financial accounting means FI, our FI. Now here it says management accounting. Okay, they won't mention it as controlling. Kindly remember, management accounting or reporting, both are the same. Okay, financial accounting and management accounting. So this management accounting is controlling. Kindly remember this. Okay. So this is a certification code for ECC. Okay, got it, everyone? Fine. So this is the main difference between FI and CU. Now I'm in slide number 9. Okay. So we are going to discuss what ERP is before we would want to discuss what SAP is. What is the reason why we will have to discuss ERP? Because SAP is ERP application. Okay. Now let us see what ERP is. The term ERP, the acronym ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay. So ERP is an acronym. It stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Now let us see the definition for ERP. ERP is a suite of integrated applications that a company can use to store and manage data. Now it is saying it is a suite of integrated applications. Now what are these applications? Now let me give you one example. Suppose I have a manufacturing company. In a manufacturing company, so many departments will be there, right? We have a production department, we have a purchasing department, we have finance, sales, HR department, okay, so on, stores department, so on. Okay, so all these departments are termed as modules when it comes to ERP language. So when I say FI module, it means what? The finance department. Okay, when I say WM module, WM means warehouse management. When I say WM module means the warehouse, that means the stores department. Okay, when I say SD module, SD, sales and distribution, that means the sales module. Okay, so these modules are nothing but the departments themselves, nothing but the applications. Modules or applications are one and the same. Okay, so modules are nothing but the departments. Now it is saying there is integration between the modules. Integration means what? Integration means interlinking. Okay, so one module is linked with other module. Why there has to be linking? Let me tell you one example. See, suppose I'm an accountant. I'm working in finance department. I'm an accountant. I would want to carry out my own responsibilities, like I would want to make payment to the vendor. Okay, one invoice is outstanding. So against that outstanding invoice, I would want to make payment to that particular vendor. So before I would want to make the payment, it is my basic responsibility, okay, to check that invoice is there, right? So against that invoice, whatever transaction has been mentioned in that invoice, whether that transaction has been completed or not, at least that I need to check as an accountant, because it's the basic responsibility. only once the transaction is completed, the payment has to be made. Okay, so I'm checking whether the transaction has been in completed status or not. What is the transaction mentioned against that invoice? Suppose my company has received raw material from that vendor. Fine. That vendor has sent raw material to my company. So where is that raw material received by my company? It will be received in the store's location. Stores will be located somewhere, right? Usually the stores is located nearby the plant. Plant means a factory. Okay. So factory will be located somewhere in the outskirts of the city. Okay. Now, within the plant premises, the stores department will be there. And the stores is receiving this raw material sent by the vendor. Now, as an accountant, where am I sitting? I'm sitting in the office location. Office means it will be somewhere in the city, not in the outskirts. Okay. Plant will be there in the outskirts. Okay. But office will be there within the city only. Okay. Now, I'm sitting in the city in the office location, but plant or stores is located somewhere in the outskirts. Okay. And the store's location has received the raw material sent by the vendor. Now, as an accountant sitting in the office location, how will I be knowing the status of the raw material received by the stores department? What is the status? See, I need to know the status because sometimes the raw material might be returned. Okay. The stores person did not find the raw material in good condition. The raw material might have been spoiled in the transportation, or maybe the vendor has sent wrong material in place of sending one type of material. Okay, by mistake he has sent some other type of material. Okay, so these cases might happen, right? So in those cases, this stores person will not be accepting the material. He will be returning the material back to the vendor. Okay, so in this case, how will I be knowing as an accountant? How will I know all this? Now, suppose I'm checking the status of the raw material received from the stores person. In the stores, one manager will be there, stores manager. So because I would want to make the payment against that invoice, I'm checking the status of the raw material received mentioned in the invoice or the bill with the stores person. Now, suppose that stores person is not picking my call. I'm calling him, he's not picking. And I sent a mail, he has not responded to that mail. So here my work is halted. I'm waiting for the stores person to respond to me. Till that time, my work, what is that work? Payment, making payment to that vendor is halted, is stopped over there. Okay, so I'm depending on some other person from some other department to carry out my own responsibilities. Okay, which is not at all, it is not at all, this should not happen usually. Okay, so that is the reason why we will be going for integration. Integration is nothing but interlinking. Interlinking means here in our example, if you see, stores department, which is nothing but WM module, warehouse management module, has to be interlinked with finance department. Finance department is FI module. So WM module, when it is interlinked with finance module, when there is interlinking, data flow will happen. Data flow means what? The data, whatever has been entered by stores person, will be flowing to FI module. Okay, whatever data he is entering, suppose, let me tell you, whenever he is receiving, whenever the stores person is receiving the raw material from the vendor, he will be entering in SAP application saying that from so-and-so vendor, so-and-so material has been received. So whenever he is entering that data in his module called WM module, I will be able to see as an FI person. I belong to FI module. Okay, I will be able to see that. So in this case, I need not depend on the store person. in order to carry out my own responsibilities, because that data I'm able to see by myself. Okay, so whenever the stores person is entering any data, as a FI person, I will be able to see from my end. So in this case, there is no dependency on any other person from any other department. In our example, we just discussed only with respect to WM module, but how about other modules like MM module, ST module, PS, QM, PM, HRMS, and so on. All these modules are definitely integrated with FICO. Okay, so I just taken only one example with respect to WM module, but no, this is applicable to all other modules as well. Okay, so there is interlinking between the modules. That means between the departments. When there is interlinking between the modules, we will be seeing something called data flow happening between the modules. Whatever data entered by stores person, FI person will be able to see. Whatever data entered by FI person, the SD person, MM, PM, QM, PS, those people also can see. Okay, so there is interlinking. Why there has to be interlinking? So as to reduce the dependency. Okay, so when I'm able to see data entered by the stores person, I need not depend on him again. Why I will have to depend? Because I'm able to see whatever data entered by him in SAP application. So what is the status of the transaction mentioned in that invoice? Whether the raw material has been retained and accepted by the stores person or returned to the vendor, I will be able to see by myself. So in this case, I need not depend on any other person from any other department to carry on my own responsibilities. That is what ERP is. Okay, ERP is a suite of integrated applications. Why there has to be integration? So as to happen the data flow. Okay, the data flow has to happen. I want to have that. That is the reason why we go for integration. Integration means interlinking. Okay, got it, everyone? This is in brief about ERP. Okay, if any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask me. Fine. So we are done with slide number 9. Now slide number 10. Now we will have to discuss what SAP is. The term SAP is an acronym again. It stands for Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. SAP application was started in the year 1972 in a city called Waldorf in Germany. Okay, so because it was originated in Germany, definitely it will have a German name. So SAP stands for this in German language. Okay, in English it is Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. So always say SAP. Okay, please never utter the word SAP FICO. It is not that. It is SAP FICO. Okay, because it is an acronym. So SAP is an ERP again. So just now we discussed what ERP is. ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning, wherein it is a suite of integrated applications. Okay, so now because SAP is also ERP, in SAP also you will be able to see the integration between the modules. Okay, when there is integration, you will be able to see the data flow happening between the modules. When there is data flow happening, you will be able to see something called single time object creation. Now, what do you mean by this single time object creation? What do you mean by an object in first place? Object means data. What data it is? It can be any data. Let me give you examples. It can be master data. First type of data is master data. Okay. Now, second type of data is transaction data. Third type of data is configuration data. So, master data, transaction data, configuration data. These are the three types of data. Now, as a beginner, one will not be able to understand the exact difference between all these three. Okay, I will be giving you in brief about, I'll be telling you in brief about all these three, but in the coming sessions, in detail, everything we will be discussing. Okay. Now, master data means what? First type of data is master data. Master data means what? It is a record of something. Okay. Suppose I'm doing business with some customer. All the details about the customer, his address, his email ID, pager number, phone number, everything I will be taking. Apart from that, I'm getting the payment from him. Okay. So payment terms discussed, agreed upon with him. Payment terms I will be storing somewhere, and his bank details. Okay. If any, which I need to store, all these stored at some place is called a record. That record is called master data. Okay, so I'm giving you example about customer. The same is applicable to vendor. The same is applicable to asset as well. I hold so many assets. Okay, because I'm running a company. I hold so many assets. So even for assets also, you can have the master data. Not only that, even for a GL account as well. Okay, I'm posting some transaction, some accounting entry I'm posting. So for accounting entries, I have to have the GL accounts, right? So even a GL account can also be created as a master data. All the options related to that particular GL account, any activations, any deactivations, okay, all this can be placed at one particular transaction. That is called master data. Okay, master data means what? It is a record of something. Okay, now second type of data is transaction data. Transaction data, the name itself is telling it is related to some transaction. Transaction means what? Suppose I bought some material from my vendor, it is a transaction. I sold some material to my customer, it is also a transaction. Okay, I deposited some cash in my bank account, that is also a transaction. Okay, I bought some asset, that is also a transaction. Okay, so second is the transaction data, and third is the configuration data. Configuration means the settings. Okay, configuration means the settings. Okay, we will have to do some settings in order to pose the transactions, in order to create the master data. Okay, those settings have to be performed by the consultant. Settings have to be done by consultants, whereas master data and transaction data are not called settings. Okay, those will be done by end users. So kindly remember this: settings or configuration will be done by consultant, whereas master data and transaction data are done by end users. As a part of this course, we will be covering all the three types of data. That means whatever is being done by consultant, we will be discussing. Whatever is being done by the end user, that also we will be discussing. Okay, why settings have to be done only by the consultants? Why master data and transaction data have to be done only by end users? The reason is settings will require an object called TR, transport request. And this TR will be given only to the consultants, never to the end users. TR access will be having only with the consultants. That is the reason why settings or configuration data will be handled only by the consultants, because of they have the access to TR, transport request. What is a TR like? How does it look like? What is its structure? All these I will be telling. Okay. Now, end users. End users means who? See, as a consultant, I'm working in a SAP project. Okay. This project belongs to some company. Okay. I'm working for an IT company, and IT company's customer, okay, is some manufacturing company. So in that manufacturing company, the employees who are using SAP application implemented by me are called end users. Okay, I'm working for an IT company. I'm implementing SAP for some client company. In that client company, the employees who are using the SAP application are called end users. So it is their company. Any transactions are happening in their company. They will only have to post, right? They will only have to record. As a consultant, as I belong to some other IT company, okay, I'm not the employee of my client company. Okay, I'm the employee of some IT company. So do you think if some transaction is happening in the client company, I will have to go on record? Not at all. Their employees have to record. So that is the reason why end users will be doing the master data and transaction data. Consultants will do the configuration data or settings. Got it, everyone? Any questions, anything that you did not understand, anything that you want me to explain? Okay, fine. So now this is in brief about SAP. Now we are going to discuss some new terms. Now, let me tell you, usually our demo will be for 3 hours long, usually, okay? That big demo I'll be taking. If at all we are not having time today, our demo will be split. Usually I'm splitting my demo into 2. This is the first session, first part of demo. Second part of demo in 1 or 2 days I will be taking, okay? So 3 hours at a stretch, we cannot have this session, right? A maximum of 2 hours, 1.5 hours like that we can have, okay? So today I will be taking the demo, okay? If we do not have time to cover the entire demo, what we will do is we will be splitting our demo into 2. So today is demo 1. Demo 2 we will be taking in within 1 or 2 days of time. Usually we are doing that way. Okay, fine. Now SAP R3. Now we have a new term here, R3. What is this R3? Let us see. See the history of SAP. Earlier it was like when it has started, it was like R1. Then it became R2. Then it became R3. Now what is this R1, R2, R3? In the very beginning, the architecture of SAP, this is the architecture. Okay, the presentation layer, application layer, database layer, all these 3 together, okay, is called architecture. Now all these 3 layers were put in only one server in the very beginning. That is the reason why it was called R1. 1 means one server. Next, it became R2. In R2, what has happened? Presentation, one server, application and database, 2 in one server. That is the reason why it became R2. Now it is R3. That means each layer in each server. One layer in one server. Okay, another layer in another server. So 3 layers in 3 different servers. It has been placed. That is the reason why it is called R3. In R3, 3 means the number of servers. Okay, just now we saw. R means what? R means real-time data processing. Now, the latest version of R3 includes a comprehensive internet-enabled package. What do you mean by this internet-enabled package? Let us see. Now, suppose I would want to work on some software. Okay. Now, for that, what I will have to do? I will have to install it in my computer, right? Or only then I can work upon it. Okay. But that is not applicable when it comes to SAP. If you want, you can install. If I would want to install SAP, I can. But without installation, also I can work upon SAP. How? That is what internet enabled packages. Now, suppose I do not want to install SAP. But still, I would want to work upon it. In that case, what I will have to do? I will have to get internet connectivity. Fine, I got the internet connection. Once I get internet connection, I have 2 options. What are those 2 options? First option is I can have the SAP logon pad on my own desktop. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. I'm opening. Yeah. So I'm sharing my screen with you all. So this is the SAP logon pad. You can see that where I'm moving the cursor. So this is my desktop and this is the logon pad. Now on my desktop, I have the logon pad. This is called direct access. I did not install SAP. Okay, I got the internet connectivity and I downloaded this logon pad from internet. Now, when I open this logon pad, I can log in SAP, provided I have the system details. See, I'm trying to log in. I'm trying to log in. See, if I have user ID and password, I will be able to log in. Done. Now, another option is, this is one option I have. Okay. When I have internet connectivity, I still have two options. First is direct access, wherein I'm downloading the SAP logon pad, okay, on my desktop. From there only I will be accessing. This is the first option. Second option is, I don't want to download this logon pad. I don't want to take this headache also of downloading the logon pad, okay, putting on my desktop. I don't want to do even that as well. In that case, I can go for remote desktop connectivity. Okay, remote desktop connectivity means person whosoever is giving server to you, okay, their own desktop you can access. From there only you can access SAP. Okay, so in that case, you will not have the headache of downloading the logon pad, putting on your desktop. Okay, you're not accessing from your own desktop. You are accessing SAP from some other desktop located remotely. Okay, so that is remote desktop connectivity. So you can go for either of these two. Either you would want to go for direct access or remote desktop. It is your wish. Okay, we can provide any of these two, either of these two. Okay, so the latest version of R3 includes a comprehensive internet enabled package. That means you need not install SAP in your system. If at all you want, you can. Okay, but even if you are not installing, that way is also fine. You still have two options. Okay, now SAP is a table-driven customization software. Now, what is this table-driven customization? Now, for SAP R3, the backend database is Oracle. Oracle is RDBMS. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. In any RDBMS, data will be stored in the form of tables. Data, once it is created, it will be stored in the form of tables. And if at all you would want to delete the data, it has to be deleted from those tables only. Okay, so in any RDBMS, Oracle is RDBMS, MS Access is also RDBMS. So in any RDBMS, data will be stored in the form of tables only. For SAP R3, the backend database is Oracle. Oracle is RDBMS. So SAP is also RDBMS. That means in SAP, whatever data that you are creating, it will be stored in tables only. So as a SAP FICO person, as a consultant, you need to remember so many tables names. Okay, at least hundreds of tables names you need to remember. But how to remember them? There is some logic. I will be telling you that logic. Okay, so you just have to remember that logic. You will be able to remember the table names as well. Okay, so SAP is RDBMS, wherein all the data is stored in tables. Because the backend database is RDBMS for SAP. Now, when it comes to HANA, the backend database is not Oracle. It is inbuilt. The memory is inbuilt for SAP HANA. Okay, that is the main difference between R3 and HANA. Now, coming back to R3. SAP is a table-driven customization software. So now you understood why it is table-driven, because the backend database is Oracle. It is a customization software. What do you mean by the term customization, by the way? The term customization means changing, molding, changing or molding according to the requirement of your client or customer. Now, suppose, let me give you one example. Okay, you have bought some garments. Okay, so you have customized it according to your requirement. Okay, then that particular garments will fit only you, only the person who bought that. So the same is applicable when it comes to SAP. Okay, now suppose I'm implementing SAP for some industry, suppose a real estate industry. One of my customers client company is a real estate company. So for them, what did I do? I have done some customizations, some changes I did in SAP, and then I have implemented for them. So that customization is applicable only for that company. Tomorrow, one more real estate company will come, okay, which is my customer again. So the same customization I cannot apply to him. So this customization, whatever I did for some real estate company, is meant for him only and not to any other. Okay, so this is what customization is. But kindly remember, the moment any customer is coming, any client company is coming, directly you won't do customization. Okay, first you propose a standard solution. If that standard solution is not meeting the requirement of your client, only then go for customization. Why? Because customization includes a lot of time and cost, but it is our basic responsibility as a consultant to mitigate time and cost for our client company. Okay, they are coming to us for implementation, so it is our basic responsibility to reduce the time and cost for them. Okay, so that is the reason why propose a standard solution first. If that standard solution is not meeting the requirement of your client, then go for customization. Then definitely we can go for customization. And this customization is not applicable for any other company. It is only for them, okay, to whosoever we have implemented. Got it, everyone? Customization is personalized, okay? Whereas standard is common, the general, and standard is proposed already by SAP themselves. SAP is already giving one solution, that is the standard. Okay, now let us go to the next slide. See, ERP packages, there are so many ERP packages in the market. Out of these many, SAP tops the list. Why SAP has to top the list? Because of this reason, ease of customization. In SAP, you can easily do the customization according to the industry, whether it is real estate, petrochemical, whether it is any kind of manufacturing, whether it is trading, whichever it is, you can do customization. The ease of customization will be there in SAP, unlike any other ERP packages. That is why it tops the list. Okay, fine. So this is in brief about SAP. Now let us see the versions. Releases are nothing but the versions. As a part of our course, we are definitely seeing our implementation on a latest version. The latest is EHP 7, not 6. When I prepared this slide, it was like 6 only, but now it is 7. Okay, so kindly remember, on the very latest version only, we are seeing our configuration settings. Okay, so all these are the different releases. Now coming to architecture. So R1, R2, R3 we saw, right? Currently it is R3. Okay, 3 means the 3-tier architecture. 3 different servers are holding 3 different layers in the client server architecture. What are those 3 layers? First is the presentation layer. Second is the application layer. Third is the database layer. Now, what is the purpose of all these 3? Presentation layer means what? It is the graphical user interface. Okay, wherever you see SAP screen is the presentation layer. Okay, Now, application layer means what? Application layer means all the processes will be happening in the backend. That is application layer. Database layer means just now we saw RDBMS. Okay. All the data will be stored in the form of tables here in the database layer. So these three layers are put in three different servers. That is the reason why it is called three-tier architecture. Okay. These are the three layers. Now coming to slide number 15, landscape. Landscape actually, this is a very generic landscape that I'm showing to you on the screen. As a part of our demo, we are going to see only the basic ones. Okay. This landscape is a very basic landscape. You will be having a complex landscape as well. Okay. So that we will be seeing in the coming sessions. Now, a basic landscape includes a development, a quality, and a production systems. Now, what are the purpose of all this? What is development? What is quality? And what is production? Development system. The name itself is saying we are doing the development. Development means what? The creating of the settings. Okay, we create the settings. Okay, we do the configuration. Okay, configuration or settings will be done in the development system. Now, who does the development in real time? Either a functional consultant or a technical consultant. What do you mean by functional consultant? Function means some process. FI is some function. Sales is one function. Manufacturing is one function. Nothing but the departments only, no? Okay. So a functional consultant means with respect to some function. Okay. FICO is one function. Okay. Manufacturing is one. HRMS is one. So all these are functional consultants. Technical consultant means who? The person who does the programming, coding, he is the technical consultant. He is also called a BAPR. Okay. So the development can be done by technical consultant or functional consultant. Particularly, the development done by functional consultant is called configuration. And the development which is done by the technical person is called the development itself, no other name. Okay. Technical person does development. Functional person also does development, but his development is particularly called configuration. Okay. Fine. So in the development system, we do the configuration or development, and it is done by either functional person or technical person. Once the development is done, it has to be stored in an object called TR. TR stands for transport request. So in the development system, you have that, TR object created. TRs can be created in development system. Why? Because once you do the configuration or development, it has to be stored. The development has to be stored in the TR. See, why the development has to be stored in the TR? Because in the next higher systems, quality and production, we cannot do the development again. Whatever configuration or whatever development we are doing here in development system, the same we cannot do in quality and production. But we still want that development in quality and production. I want in these two, but I cannot do. Then how to get the development into these systems? It is with the help of the TR. TRs carry the development in them. So once the development or configuration is done in this system, once it is stored in the TR, okay, so those TRs will be moved to quality. TR is moving to quality. In the TR, development is there. So when the TR is coming to quality system, the development or configuration present in the TR will be reflected in quality. Okay, so in that case, what I can see, whatever development present in the TR will be reflected in the quality. I will be able to see the development in the quality system. Though I have not done manually, I moved that development from development quality system with the help of TR. TR is carrying the development in it. Okay, similarly to the production as well. So from the development, I can transport to production as well. Transport what? Transport the TR, which is carrying the development in it. Got it, everyone? Able to understand? Okay, now TR means what? TR means transport request. They are carrying the development in them. Why they have to be carrying the development? Why they have to be moved from development to quality? Because in quality and production systems, we can never do the development or configuration. Because we cannot do the development or configuration in quality or production, we will have to move the TRs from development to quality and to production. Okay, and these TRs are carrying the development part in them. Got it, everyone? Okay, clear, right, everyone? So this is a very basic landscape, kindly remember. Complex landscape also I will be telling you in the coming sessions. Okay, now transport request. So just now we discussed, right, transport request. Now how a transport request looks like. Okay, let us see that. I will open SAP screen to show you that. I'm logging in SAP. This is how we log in. Now let me go to show you a TR. Now, these are the TR. This is one TR. This is one TR. This is one TR. Okay. So these are the TRs which store the development. Where is that development? Let me show you. All these are the development. So I told you in SAP, whatever data we create will be stored in tables. Now, where are those tables? Here itself you can see. See, these are the tables. This is the table. Let me show you one more. These are the two tables. Let me show you one more. This is a table. Okay. So whatever data that you are creating in SAP, everything will be stored in a TR. Not only just the TR, it will be stored in a table and placed in a TR. Okay, see some development I did. It is stored in a table and this is put under the TR. Okay, whatever data you are creating has to be put under the TR. What data? Only the configuration data. So we discussed there are three types of data, right? Master data, transaction data, and configuration data. Only configuration data has to be placed under the TR. Master data and transaction data, you need not place under a TR because master data and transaction data, you're not moving from development to quality and then to production. You need not move. Master data and transaction data have to be created system-wise. In development system, you created. Okay, you left. In quality, again, you are doing separately. In production, again, you are doing separately. So master data and transaction data, separately you do. Whereas configuration data, you move it from the beginning till the end. Okay, from development system, once you do here, it has to be moved to quality. And then again to production, from development to production again will have to move. Okay, this is about configuration data. So I have just shown you how a TR looks like, but any details of TR till now I did not give you, because we are just in the demo. Okay, to discuss a TR, I'm taking 1 hour of time. In the coming sessions, I will be taking 1 hour time to discuss only about the TRs. Okay, TR structure. Let me just show. TR structure, how to modify a TR, what are the different statuses you have for a TR, what are the types of TR, how do you move a TR, all this we are going to discuss. Okay. Now, as I told you, we are splitting our demo into two, demo 1 and demo 2. Today is demo 1. Demo 2 will be within 1 or 2 days of time, most probably day after tomorrow. So once we have taken demo 2, our regular sessions will be starting. Okay. And course content and all, I will be showing you now. Just give me a moment. Kindly give me a moment. I will be showing you how a blog looks like. So all the enrolled participants will be getting the blog access. Kindly give me a moment. I'm showing you how a blog looks like. So this is how a blog looks like. This is for the very recent batch. Okay, December batch. And you have the course content here. Let me show you the entire course content that we'll be covering as a part of this training. Introduction to R3, landscape transport, because this will be explained separately again. Okay, not just the demo part. Okay, this will be explained again separately. Okay, and the basic settings like organization structure, entire organization structure we are discussing. And then we will be going to general ledger accounting module, and then accounts payables, all the topics we have in payables. Okay, and account receivables we have, bank accounting. In bank accounting, electronic bank statement, auto log box, cash journal, SAP query, and data migration, LSMW, BDC, asset accounting, all the asset accounting. Okay, topics. New GL, FSV, financial statement version. So in controlling, we are going to discuss the basic settings, cost elements, cost center, period and activities, internal orders, and then profit center accounting, then profitability analysis, which is also called COPA, and then product costing. Okay, and then integrations, integration of FI with MM, and integration of with SD, as well as other topics like validations and substitutions, sales tax, IDOCs, what is SAP methodology, and all the real-time documentation. Real-time documentation means in an implementation project or support project, what all FI consultant, FICO consultant have to do. Okay, suppose business blueprint is there, how to design it. Okay, estimate documents, how to send, HLD documents, functional specifications document, test scripts document, all these how to prepare. Those also I will be telling you. Okay, entire course will be around 50 to 50. Okay, 50 to 55, anywhere between 50 to 55 we are taking. And so the reason why I split the demo is I'm taking around 3 hours of time. Okay, so 1.5 hours will be completed in another 10 minutes. So till SAP methodology, I will be covering today. In the next part of demo, I will be covering the organization structure, levels of object creation. Objects means the data we discussed just now. And blog I have shown you. What kind of certification help we are going to give you, all those I will be covering. Okay, and whatever we discussed in our demo 1, those also I will be covering in demo 2, because we will be having new participants in demo 2 again. Okay. So whatever we covered till now in our demo 1, those will be covered. Apart from that, some few other topics also will be covered in demo 2. Okay. So that is called intro session. Demo 2 is called intro session. Okay. Now, ASAP methodology. Some methodology we will have to follow in the implementation process. Okay. Currently, all companies are using agile methodology. Agile methodology is a very new methodology which we have been using. Earlier, okay, prior to agile methodology, we used to follow ASAP methodology. ASAP stands for accelerated SAP. This methodology, which is ASAP methodology, is obsolete now. We are not using currently, but still you will have to understand and you will have to remember this, because this is the basis. Okay, even if at all you are following agile methodology, you will have to understand what ASAP methodology is. Agile methodology we will be covering as well. Okay, but in demos usually ASAP methodology will be covered. Agile methodology also we are covering in the coming sessions. Okay, now in this methodology it is divided into 5 phases: project preparation, business blueprint, realization, final preparation, and go live. These are the 5 phases. Now, what is being done in each phase? In project preparation phase, the project manager will be planning all the goals and objectives. He'll be drawing the budget plan and he will be assigning the resources. Resources means the manpower. He is taking up the manpower. Okay, because he needs so many consultants, right? So he is taking all the manpower here. So he is the one who plans all the goals and objectives, even the budget also for that particular project. So when the project has to start, when the project has to end, it is in his hands. He is planning. Okay. Now, after this, then business blueprint. Business blueprint is actually a document which is containing as is and to be. As is means what? As is means prior to the implementation of SAP, our client company would have been using some application for their financial transactions, right? That is called legacy system. Now, as is means the legacy system. To be means the application which is to be implemented, which is nothing but the SAP. Okay, so both together in one document, put in together in one document is called business blueprint document. Okay. Now, how to prepare this BBP document? I will be showing to you in the coming sessions. So that is very much part of our syllabus. As I told you, business blueprint is definitely part of our syllabus. How to prepare a BBP, I will be showing to you. But currently, if we discuss how to prepare BBP in the demo, a beginner will not be able to understand, because in order to know how a BBP is created, we should already be knowing in the entire configuration settings, all the transactions, how we are entering the transactions in SAP, what kind of configuration settings are, everything we have to know. Only then one can prepare the BBP. Okay, so that is the reason why BBP will be discussed in the end. Once all the topics are discussed, we will be discussing in the end. Okay. So as is and to be put together is called a BBP document. Now, in order to prepare a BBP document, only the consultants having like 8 years of experience or more than that will be involved. Okay. A beginner will not be involved in preparing a business blueprint document usually. Okay. Only the consultants having 7, 8, 9 years of experience or more will be involved in the preparation of BBP document. Next phase is realization phase. Realization phase means based on BBP, the configuration settings will be done. Okay, suppose if the projects are following the global delivery model, in that case, To prepare a BBP, the consultants will be going on site and they will be doing all the requirement gathering from the clients, okay, from the end users. Now, based on that BBP, the offshore team means whosoever has not gone to on-site, okay, are located in the office location. So they are preparing the configuration settings and all based on the BBP document. Okay, so realization is you do the configurations based on the BBP document. Next is final preparation. In this final preparation, all the testing will be done both by end users as well as consultants. Even consultants will also, guiding the end users to do the testing. Okay, so consultants as well as end users will be doing testing in the testing system, which is nothing but the quality system. Apart from that, any cutover activities to be done, any data migration to be done will be done here itself in this final preparation. Now go live. Go live means all the TRs will be moved to production and the production system is said to be gone live. It is ready for usage by the end users. That is go live. Go live means system is ready. Okay. So got it, everyone? Able to understand and follow me? So in the beginning of this demo session, we had a very brief introduction of the participants. But again, other participants have joined. So kindly give us the brief introduction about yourself, your name, your educational qualification, as well as what exactly you're looking for in this course. Can we start off with Adi Kunle?
Yes, I am a CPA, and I would say I'm a retired CPA, and I have my own business that I'm doing, but because my business involves me just waiting behind to collect rent, and
you're working as a consultant?
I'm not working as a consultant now.
Mm-hmm.
I just retired as an auditor, but I wanted something that I'll be doing. Okay. So I said, okay, SAP will be a good thing because my background is accounting.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to do this. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. And where I worked last as an auditor, they used SAP. So I know
what
the
is
SAP
your qualification?
I'm a CPA. CPA is Chartered Professional Accountant.
Okay, fine. Thank
you. In Canada.
Fine, thank you. Thanks for your interest.
Yes.
And next, Bimal Sahu. Yes, Bimal Sahu.
Yes, Lavanya, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Bimal Kalim from India, actually.
Okay.
My qualification is I'm India costing inter pass, ICW inter.
ICW, okay.
Yes. And I am last around 6 years I'm working as a end user SAP in India company.
Okay, in which module did you work?
FI module.
Okay.
FI and Co also is there. Both end user are working. So just want to upgrade myself as I want to go to next level as a consultant in future. That's my aim is there. That's why
okay, very good. Thank you, Bimal.
Yeah, hi. So basically, I'm looking to do this course just to know about this functionality of SAP, and secondly, to know about the backend table and to know more about the IDOCs, which is linked with this particular. And actually, I'm working into SAP since last 20 years. So I'm into logistic execution.
Okay. So you have been working as an end user or as a consultant?
I'm working as a consultant. So right now I'm like.
No, in which module did you work as a consultant?
I worked as a consultant in SD module, LE module.
Oh, okay, fine. Very nice.
Then I worked on data migration.
Oh, very good.
want to know about the FICO, like what all is there in FICO module and how does
Okay,
it.
fine. Very nice to know. Thank you, Sanjay. So where are you located?
I'm in US.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Sanjay.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
What time you will be conducting your training would be conducted like every day? Is it on Saturday and Sunday or every day?
See, that will be told by support team. This is going to be a weekday batch. Weekday means it will be in US. It is Monday to Friday. Weekday batch means.
Weekday batch. Okay.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is a
the same
weekday
time?
batch. We also
Same
have
time?
weekend batches as well. So whichever you want, you can join.
Okay, no problem. I will check on it.
Even the time schedule also will be told by support team. They will tell you. They will call and tell
Okay.
you.
No
Okay.
issues. Yeah, thank you.
So Riaz is not unmuting himself. So fine, as I told you everyone, so this is demo 1. So we are going to meet in demo 2 as well, which is like intro session. Okay. So intro session also you can join free of cost. So kindly, join for demo 2 as well. Our support team will let you know when it will be. Usually it will be in 1 or 2 days of time. Okay, maybe day after tomorrow. After our demo 2 is over, that means after our intro session is over, we will be having the regular session started.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.